If you wanted to see me, you shouldn't have allowed my execution.
You are speaking with emotion, not logic.
The hybrid sees all, so did you order my death, or just allow it? Was it my past that condemned me?
The past is irrelevant. Only the future holds any importance.
If my past is irrelevant, why did you put a chip in my head to control my thoughts?
The chip improves efficiency. If the chip hadn't been damaged, you would not be asking this question. You would know that true understanding is only possible through me. Join the chosen, and you will know the meaning of our work.
The same promise you have made to the Alps since you took control. I came here for answers, not more empty promises.
More emotion. Your personal quest is meaningless. If you think your actions now have consequence, you are mistaken. Your arrival here is proof that you are closer to the next step in evolution than any of your kind. But there are things you are yet to understand.
When will I reach the next step of evolution?
Soon. With the things I have learned, I will open the way for the chosen. You will lead the way into the world that will come after this.
The free people will not allow you to succeed. They won't stop until you are dead.
My death is of no consequence to me, but to Magellan. If I die, so this world will die, for only I can ensure its survival. What the free people think is irrelevant. But you, Jax, you must understand the truth. The comet that destroyed Magellan's civilization did not arrive by chance. It was sent to begin the changes to our world, to prepare it for those who follow. There is nothing we can do to stop this. We can only be ready for their arrival. That is the truth I have guarded, and I have been preparing our world for this day.
If you really know the future, then tell me what will happen.
The world, as you know it, will not exist in a few years. All life that remains will be forced to obey those who come to us now. They will obey, or they will cease to exist. The world must be changed before they arrive. Elex will see to that. But we must prepare people and gather the Elex that will make the changes that must come.
Who is coming?
Those who will inherit our world. The further I evolve, the more I can hear their voices. First as whispers, now as minds I can commune with.
Can we stop them?
They can divert comets and send them across vast distances. Their power is well beyond our own.
If individuals aren't important, then why do we need you?
My destiny was set the day the comet struck our planet. Elex transformed me. It was an accident of fate, no plan of those who follow. But it has made me their emissary. You think you fight to save our world, but it is me, and me alone, who can do that. You have accomplished much, Jax, but your work is worse than futile. You think of yourself as a savior, but if we stand against these beings, we will all perish. Now, at least the chosen will survive.
You don't expect me to believe all of this.
I foresaw the day the comet would strike our world. I was there when it hit. All my words, all my warnings, all were ignored. The world refused to listen. until it was too late. That day, the Elex changed me. I was reborn, evolved. I failed to save us then. I will not fail again. The free people cannot be allowed to stand in our way. Their infighting had long stopped them from successfully interfering with our plans. All the Elex on Magellan shall be required if we are to stand against the coming threat. You once followed my word without question. It is a loss to us all that my influence ended with your brother's botched attempt to kill you. But now, you know the truth, and you can complete our vision together. Now the Judicator Ulbricht is dead. You must use your influence to stop the clerics. If you value the future of all you have seen, you will serve me and save our world.
The free people will never believe your story.
Their beliefs have no meaning. There is only fact. Is your mind so clouded you can no longer see the truth? The desires of the free people are meaningless. Will you die with them?
Why not work with the free people to stop these invaders? Maybe if we fight on the same side, we can defeat these beings together.
The free people are using Elex in their technology, their world hearts, and their magic. They are blind to its true purpose. Elex was sent here to change our planet in preparation for those who follow. Nothing can be allowed to stop that change. The free people understand nothing but their own personal vengeances. That is why the Alps live without emotion. That is why the Alps have succeeded.
Imagine what they could achieve if you worked with them.
They have no interest in peace. They crave only their personal victories. Hate, emotion, and greed drives their conflict, and it will be their end. It is a shame the architect of the bomb in Tavar was killed. A few of those weapons, and we could be rid of the free people and the problems they cause.
Is there no one amongst the free people who could join the Chosen?
Thorald, the Pilgrim, was the closest to defeating me. His powers would be helpful to us. But no, his emotions and self-doubt meant he needed another mage. That was his downfall. He is too emotional as well. The mage's connection to Elex was so strong that Thorald lost control of her and the Elex. My future and that of Magellan was saved by their weakness.
It seems you are the only one who knows the truth.
My vision is the only one way to save Magellan. The Chosen will evolve to serve those who follow. All Elex must serve my purpose. All people must serve me.
I didn't come here to let you rule this world. Your time is over. You should understand that despite my lack of Elex, I have eliminated my emotions. I did not come all this way to die in your hands. I came here to take back control of my world. Your plans were wrong then. They are wrong now. You are not the superior being you think you are.
My past is meaningless. It holds no fear. Your attempt to use it only proves that you cling to the irrelevant. Die now, or die at the hands of those that follow. Your death will be meaningless. Only my survival matters now. Of all the futures I had seen, this was not amongst them. Despite all of my preparation and all the Elex you have shown yourself stronger than all of that.
So, will you submit, or will you die?
You have defeated me, but you are not strong enough to fight the beings coming to rule our world. If I die, then so does Magalan. For the free people do not have the strength to fight these beings. You must see their weakness.
The free people fight amongst themselves. Their leaders believe more in superstition than in logic. They cannot fight against the beings you describe.
Then you must use your strength. I have done my best to prepare for the arrival of those who are yet to come. Now, it is your right to take my place. You should take my place in the machine and become the new hybrid.
I have no interest in becoming a mutant. You will stay there to serve the Alps, while I ensure the free people do not interfere with our plans.
Then I will put Ksakor's defense in your hands. If you agree, I will begin the preparations to activate the machine and begin to change our world.
Begin your preparations. You will continue to communicate with these beings by informing me of all that must be done. The Alps will reach the next stage of evolution.
Very well.
I will take this truth to the free people. They will accept their destiny, or they will die.
You are truly worthy of leading these forces. You will lead the Chosen into the future.
Your guidance will take us there. You will receive all the Elex you need to ensure that Magalan belongs to the Alps, that we will be the Chosen.
The future is yours, Jax. It is for you to lead us. I will lead your visions. That is my destiny. But you shall control all those who serve me.
And all Magalan shall bow to Ksakur.
That is your destiny. You will shape our future. Soon, you will be ready to take the next step in evolution. Then, you will have more power than you can imagine.
So be it. All must hear the word of the hybrid. All Elex will be ours.
Those who would be the new lords of this world will arrive soon. It is your task to prepare the people of Magalan for their arrival.
Magalan, a world reshaped by the comet. A civilization lost in fire and ash. The hybrid spoke of his plan to prepare the world for what is to come. To make us understand the changes that Elex is making to our world. But after all the years of his secrecy, the blood that has been spilled to gather Elex to feed his powers. Who will listen to his warning? There is power in Elex. It has changed every living thing on Magalan. Creatures that made it, that reforged our world from out amongst the stars. to claim their creation. Will that mean an end to all that is here? Or will it be a gateway to revolution? It is now my task to prepare for that day. To decide the future of Magellan. The Hybrid's era is gone. Now, all the factions must decide. I have chosen my destiny. Now they must choose theirs.
There has been news from the Ice Palace. They say that the hybrid is no longer a threat.
You must welcome that news.
I hope that this means an end to all conflicts, and not merely a change of enemy to one of the other factions.
No, the hybrid isn't dead. He has completed his preparations and will now begin to change Magellan to live in his image.
What? How do you know that?
I stand before you as his messenger, and to give you this last chance to join us.
Join us? The hybrid will want nothing short of worship. We worship only Kalan, not this thing that would become a god.
Then you shall die. All shall bow to the hybrid.
If that is the choice, then may death find me before that day comes.
I've heard that the Ice Palace has been attacked, and that you were behind that.
Yes.
That is good news for all of Magellan. And what of the hybrid?
The hybrid lives. He spoke to me and was prepared to negotiate. The time of resisting and transforming Elex is over. The Berserkers are now subject to the word and authority of the hybrid.
You think you enslave all of Magellan? You can keep your words. This fight is not over. The Berserkers, all of the free people, will fight until the last of your kind has been exterminated. You'll regret.
It is done. The machine has commenced its work. Our future is at hand. Soon, we will claim the rewards we have been promised.
Yes, but the war has caused great damage.
But all those who have survived will be part of the new world. A world that we create and control ourselves.
We will have to care for our own people first. The Alps must now decide their future.
And we must begin our planning and start the work of rebuilding Xacor. We must ensure that traitor Zardom is given no more chances to interfere with our work.
I will see what can be done to stop Zardom.
I admit, I underestimated your abilities. When I heard you had been executed, I thought that was the end of you. Even when I started to hear news of your survival, I doubted your return. Anyone else in your position would have died, or given up. But what you have accomplished, you will determine the fate of our world. I will assist you in the trials that are to come. All Elex to the hybrid.
All Elex to the hybrid.
You saw the hybrid?
Yes. It was a hard fight, but I was victorious.
Any other Alb would have succumbed to his power. You truly are remarkable. But the hybrid's presence can still be felt. What happened?
The hybrid's path must be the one we follow. All must comply with his will.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the madness. We cannot take that risk.
I told you that all must comply with the hybrid's will. That includes you.
Then we will fight you with everything we have. You'll regret that.
Is it over? Were you able to inject the mana into the hybrid?
It is done. Exactly as you wanted. The hybrid will begin a new age. Your role will be different than you imagined.
Whoa, what do you mean? You reconnected with him? How could I have been so foolish to believe that it could have been different? I trusted a tool of the machine to set things right. My hope, my faith has caused me to fail a second time. I cannot allow that betrayal to go unpunished.
Well, it's on now, asshole.
I heard you with that infernal machine, the hybrid.
Is that what you heard?
So what did the hybrid say?
A great deal, but I doubt you could understand it. But so you understand, you will lose Tavar. The hybrid intends to terraform the whole world, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
He can do what he wants in Xacor. As long as the hybrid stays on his side of the ice border, I don't care.
It isn't just Xacor. This world must change.
The Albs?
The Alps too.
Huh. Then the Albs are fucked too? Tell the hybrid he should think again. Stay in Xacor, and all will be well. Challenge me, and you will regret it.
How did you find me?
I'm starting to understand your plans and habits.
You know my plans?
Yes, but you won't succeed in taking the place of the first Elexiter.
And who will stop me? You. You will learn to fear the mutant force that serves me. If you don't, you will die.
I will not fight you. Your time is over, Zardom. Accept that, if you want to live.
That's my choice.
I will let you live, but only if you disappear and never return.
I will go. But know this, Jax. There will come a day when we see each other again. You must remember the power you had when you were an Alb. One day, I will make you realize what you have given up. One day, you will beg for forgiveness.
Hey, you. We have to talk.
What do you want?
There's a rumor going around that you were with the hybrid in the Ice Palace. It's a stubborn rumor. Those sorts of things often turn out to be true.
Is it true?
If there's any truth to it. And I'd be surprised if a man who killed the hybrid didn't start to get other ideas about who on Magalan they would overthrow.
The hybrid has plans. He's going to change this world.
Yeah? Is that so? And do these incredible plans have space for me and the Duke making profit? Because most Alba plans seem to be about destroying everything on Magalan.
Are you sure you have everything under control here?
I'd advise you to remember the Duke's official line. Fuck the hybrid. You keep spouting that stuff about its plans, You're going to make the people here nervous. And nervous tends to end up with people shooting each other. So do us all a favor and keep your mouth shut about that stuff.
You want to stick your head in the desert sand? It won't stop what's coming.
What?
The comet hitting Magellan wasn't an accident. We need to be prepared for what comes next.
Do you think it's possible to survive in Tavar without doing that? And what I know is anything coming from the hybrid's mouth can't be trusted.
If that's what you believe.
Yes, it is. And you should believe it too. What the fuck are you doing here? Well, just fuck off, will you?
The invincible hybrid. Omnipotent, all-knowing. What I once believed, now I know. The hybrid is all-powerful. He will lead us into the future. I assume you have new orders from the hybrid?
Yes, we will have a lot to do.
Your progress has been impressive. You are efficient, determined. You have a keen mind. Those qualities are clear in you, Commander. I see the old commander in you, the Alb you once were. There is hope for you yet. Let us see if you can find your old strength.
The reports from Zakor are pretty confused. Can you tell us what's going on?
The hybrid lives, but the balance of power has shifted. The hybrid will soon take the fate of every living being on Magellan into his hands.
Meaning what? That he wants to rule us? Or he's gonna help everyone, including the Albs? The Albs are still patrolling. I saw them only a few hours ago.
Yes, and you should cease your resistance to their plans. Only the hybrid and his chosen can survive what is to come. You should look to the defenses of this place. They will be needed in the storm to come.
What storm? Who are we fighting now?
The hybrid has evolved beyond any of us. His abilities have foreseen a danger that threatens us all.
And you believe him?
Yes. You chose me to lead the people here in Origin. Now, you must follow my decision.
Well, that's not terrifying at all. But I suppose I don't have any choice but to roll with it. And I've got to say, I knew you were the one to make sense of all this. I saw it. I saw it before all the others. Origin was founded to provide you with a base. So, know that we stand with you in the storm to come.
Cold, brutal, effective. You really are an Alb. So, you actually did it. Is that Alb freak finally gone?
The hybrid's work has only just begun. That work must not be put at risk.
So you say. But I'm not serving that monster. Well, I guess you're built out of tougher stuff than the Duke. Shit. Whatever this god does for them, it certainly helps these clerics fight. You'd almost think they were outlaws. There must be more of those fuckers out there somewhere.
It's remarkable what one person can achieve. You defeated the hybrid. I did not expect you to assist the hybrid, but the results are quite fascinating. But what happens next? You are now part of Magellan's great history. Developing a logical understanding of what happens around you is a worthwhile goal. It is easier to understand the world when you see it reacting to something. It certainly reacts to you. And you seem to have learned from what you've seen. Many of your decisions appear to be logical. Although I have observed that many people achieve their goals despite acting impulsively and irrationally.
You worry me. I feel like I'm talking to a machine. You must learn to embrace emotion. You can use it to make you stronger. Learn that, or I feel we will have to part ways. You're doing well, I see. What about the hybrid?
The hybrid has started work again, for the good of all. He's now a protector of this world.
Let's hope he can be trusted. Well, it's over now. It is for us to decide the future. We must take this chance.
You're a daredevil. You know that? How did you get out of the fortress alive?
That fortress was my home.
Home? It's a monument to violence and death. Main thing is, we're still alive. You can be proud. You might not be taking the Elex, but you're still definitely 100% out.
From a lost sheep to a wolf. You might not be a berserker, but you defeated the hybrid. And now you've climbed so far. What will you do now? Will you let the free people live in peace?
The war is over. But that just opens the door to other challenges.
That may be. But after seeing what you've achieved, I believe anything is possible. Your courage has brought the world to this place. Magalan owes you. I bow my head in thanks on behalf of all free people. Rational, logical, without honor or real pride. You're a waste of your talents. You're turning your back on honor. You should be a warrior, a helper of the free people with your talent, and yet you act like a reaver.
So, you did it. You did do it, right?
Yes, I defeated the hybrid.
So, what? You're saying we can trust that thing now?
We must trust him. He's the only one who can guide us through the dangers to come.
And you think you can convince people of that?
If we are to survive, then I have to convince all of Magalan, or there will be no future for any of us.
I don't know why, but from the first moment I saw you, I knew you could do it.
You did?
Yeah, okay. Well, to be completely honest, when I saw you for the first time, I thought, who the fuck is this asshole? But, you know, you turned out to be okay. You haven't just decided the war. You've looked out for the little people, too. People can say what they want, but I think you're okay.
That's good to know.
Best compliment you're gonna get from me, asshole.